Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video, I'd like to review a horror movie. Well, it's actually a fun horror movie, which I watched a couple of nights ago. It was released in 2007, and it's got a very strong Halloween theme. This movie, and that movie is called Satan's Little Helper. Now, as per usual, before I give you my thoughts on the movie as a whole, I'll just read you the blurb at the back, just to give you a general idea of the story. Okay, so 9-year-old Douglas Woolley is the main protagonist, has decided that this Halloween he's going to dress up as a title character from his favourite video game, Satan's Little Helper. Now, while trick-or-treating, he happens upon a masked psychopath who tricks Dougie into being his little helper. And the two begin a hellish rampage through the small community of Bell Island. Now, soon Dougie realises that this is for real and that his new master is a crazed killer determined to murder Dougie's family next. So there you go, guys. That's the general outline of Satan's Little Helper. This movie was written, produced and directed by Jeff Lieberman, and it stars Catherine Winnick, Alexandra Brickle and Stephen Graham. Yeah, and there's the back, guys. There's a couple of stills from the back. There you go. All right then, guys. So on to my thoughts now on Satan's Little Helper. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It was a real good fun horror movie. Strong elements of comedy. And I think they got the balance right, actually, between the horror elements and the comedy elements. And this character here in the demonic mask, oh, God. You scream and laugh at the same time when you see him, because as he's killing his victims and that, in between he does this sort of like weird sort of like gesture with his hands. He goes like that, you know, and like that sort of thing. He does all these weird gestures and that, you know, with his hands and that. He's quite a character, actually. You know, he's one of the funniest horror characters I've ever seen in a movie and that. And then you've got the little lad and that, you know, very envious of his sister's boyfriend and that. So when he first stumbles upon this character in the demonic master serial killer, he sees him outside the house here, piling bodies up outside the house, what he's killed. And he goes over to him, so he sort of like, becomes friends with him, and then he gets him to go around killing people and that, you know. So it's quite a sort of like little menacing duo, you know, the little boy and this character in the demonic mask and that. And oh yeah, some of the kills are quite gruesome in this, guys. You know, they really are. But at the same time, you know, I think they got, as I say, the comedy elements perfect, you know, in this movie, Satan's Little Helper. And I enjoyed it that much. I've actually sent off the Blu-ray. There's a Blu-ray coming out, you know, with a slipcover and that. So I thought to myself, yeah, I'll add that to my collection. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one, Satan's Little Helper. If you like a fun, good Halloween movie, I think you'll enjoy this one. Sorry about that. I think you will enjoy this one. You know, as I say, they got the balance right between the horror aspect and the comedy elements. And it's got, as I say, it's got a real good Halloween ambience in that, because you see all the kids in the streets trick-or-treating, and it's very reminiscent of Halloween. You know, it's got that kind of, that aura, that atmosphere. You know, and this character, oh, he is one demon, he really is. And there's elements of mystery about him, because you don't really know. Well, it's supposed to be a serial killer wearing this demonic mask, but then you've got that other supernatural aspect. Well, could he be a shape-shifting demon? So you've got that as well, you know. And as I say, the little boy, like, he's just as evil as this character, you know, who he joins forces with. And but oh yeah, it's a very enjoyable movie, Satan's Little Helper. And as I said, it's got a very strong Halloween theme. And it's a very funny scene in that, involving the boyfriend and that, you know. Well, a couple of scenes actually involving the little boy's sister, you know, the boyfriend and that. Which I won't go on too much about it. I'll let you see for yourself, because I don't want to ruin it for you. So if you've got your as Halloween approaches and you're wondering what movies to put in your lineup, I would highly recommend put Satan's Little Helper in your Halloween lineup, because it's a thoroughly enjoyable Halloween horror romp, and you know, I really enjoyed it. I really did, and that, you know, as I say, got a wonderful Halloween atmosphere to it. And I'll as I say, I love the elements of mystery with this character. Oh, he's a real case in that, you know. I say the way he does these gestures with his hands and like right on and all that, you know, it's hilarious. And there's a part where he's in the supermarket. He goes to the supermarket with the little boy, and he quite brazenly and quite cheekily comes out, wheels all the stuff out the bloody supermarket without paying, you know. So oh yeah, there's quite a lot of incidents in this, guys, that made me smile. No, they really did, you know, and as I say, the kills are quite gruesome, you know, and it's a particularly gruesome scene at a Halloween party, which I won't divulge, you know, as I say, I'll let you see the movie for yourself and that. But yeah, on the whole, I thoroughly enjoyed Satan's Little Helper, as I say, to the extent that I've already ordered. I've ordered the Blu-ray already and that because I really enjoyed it. Yeah, ideal movie to watch for Halloween. I got this for a song as well down in Birkenhead, you know. So, yeah. All right then, guys. So on to me ratings now for Satan's Little Helper. I'm going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. Yeah, because that's how much I enjoyed this horror romp. You know, very, very enjoyable. The characters were good. The monster was good. The little boy was good. Yeah, you know, strong, solid storyline. And not to be taken too seriously, I grant you. You know, so don't go into this thinking you're going to get a real serious, bloody, grim, dark horror. You won't get that, but you will get strong elements of horror. But at the same time, it is balanced well by the elements of comedy. So there you go, yeah. So if you like a good horror comedy, get yourself a copy of Satan's Little Helper. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, yeah. And as I say, the ideal watch for Halloween and that. And the character is just, as I say, you scream and laugh at the same time. As I normally describe horror characters, have got a little bit of horror to them and a little bit of comedy. Yeah, so yeah, very, very, a lot of fun moments in this, guys, and that, you know, and one or two twists along the way as well, you know, yeah. So, okay then, guys, that's it. So that concludes my review of Satan's Little Helper. Have you seen Satan's Little Helper? What did you think of it? To share my views, that's a good movie to watch on Halloween. Leave your comments down below. I'll be very interested to read, you know, what you thought of it and that. But if you haven't seen it and you're looking for a good movie to watch in the run-up to Halloween, put this one on your list, Satan's Little Help. I think you will enjoy it, yeah. All right then, guys. Before I go, just to remind you all, I'm going to be on tonight live at 8 o'clock. And the theme will be slasher movies. So if you like slasher movies like Psycho, Halloween, you know, movies like that, Friday the 13th, Scream, this will be right up your streets, yeah. All right then, guys. That's it. I'll see you all tonight then at 8 o'clock. Bye for now. Take care.